So, Sunil sir, thank you so much for sharing such valuable report, especially for the Indian market also. If you can brief about what was the finding.
So I think we have actually surveyed almost 5,000 companies in 14 countries globally. And what we have found, those companies were like size of 100 user to 5,000 users. In terms of revenue, 10 million to 5 billion kind of revenue. Our finding is that primarily the ransomware attacks versus last year have kind of decreased. I mean, earlier it was 72, 73%, now it is 64% in this current survey, what we have found. So there's a decrease in that, which means that the intensity, although in terms of attack, is 768 attacks per minute attempt which are happening. But people were kind of pretty, they have taken preventive measures in terms of deploying the right cybersecurity solution. And by virtue of that, they were able to protect. So only 64% is what people got attacked. That's number one. Number two, 42% of such kind of attacks have happened because of the email, malicious email. And 23% of the attacks is primarily exploiting the vulnerability. And average, when we look at the business impact, apart from what they have paid on as a ransom, apart from that ransom, excluding ransom, is $1.35 million business impact, which is pretty huge. And average, the payment which was done is almost $2.6 million by these companies. So I think that's a huge impact of ransomware. So in nutshell, we can say that ransomware is still the largest menace, in terms of cyber crime, even in India and outside India.
So, basis that report, what will be your advice and recommendation, which you talked in presentation also, that Indian companies especially should look on?
Indian companies, one is very simple, is that they need to have an incident response plan. Very important, which means that if the IT head or a CIO gets at 3 a.m. a call that, sir, we are not able to access the accounting server or payroll server or the factory server, what is the action which company, the people need to take? So that incident response plan has to be very clear. Now that can only happen if they have bought some kind of incident response plan from companies like Sophos, or they have deployed right kind of cybersecurity solutions, whether it is at endpoint or it is at network level or it is at web and email gateway level. So I think companies first need to deploy the right kind of security solutions. So they need to up the defense mechanism. Okay, up the defense. Second is very important, they need to have some kind of a plan in place. And third is they need to take care of the hygiene, which means patching, wherever the vulnerabilities are, they need to patch at the right time and configure the tools which have been deployed. Properly configure. What we see is that they just deploy. They don't even look at it, what exactly has been deployed and how it is effectively protecting their organization. So these are the three things which I would like to advise. And if possible, companies need to go for a MDR kind of a plan, which is managed detection and response.
So, basis on these reports, you have a large network of partners working with you, and that's the reason you guys are, leading in this industry.
Yes.
So, what will be your message for the partners, basis these reports, how they can, create awareness among the organization who are not still using MDR or XDR?
So, yes, I think most of our partners are doing roadshows with us along. Okay. It's a combined roadshow which we are doing with their customers. We are doing webinars with their customers. We are also doing kind of blitz days, like our person goes to the office of our partners and there we call up their customers, okay, under the guidance of Sophos person. So we do multiple things and take multiple initiatives just to ensure that we are spreading the awareness. We are making the customers aware about the repercussions of how, if at all there is a ransomware attack, what exactly is at stake, number one. Number two, also if they deploy the right kind of solutions like MDR, how they can protect the complete infra from these cyber criminals.
Right, sir. And so this we are into new financial year and we work like that. So what will be your not say the target, your message for the partners that these years were great, and what are your plans for the next year?
So this financial year starts for us also from April, and my single message to my partner is that treat cybersecurity as a service. Gone are the days when you have sold the solution and you think that you have done the job. We need to work with our customers in providing cybersecurity as a service, not just only products, which means it's an end-to-end kind of security solutions and taking care of the customers even when customer is sleeping in the night. So I think that is my message to my partners, that it is the time, high time, that they also need to train, enable their people to provide such kind of cybersecurity solution and protection to their customers with the help of Sophos.
Right, sir. I'll just conclude this message, this discussion with one comment from your side, because we are seeing deep fakes. AI is doing some kind of wrong job with the hackers. So how do you see this kind of new thing is coming in picture? Because deep fake can also lead to a ransomware, or asking for the money for the exploited videos.
Well, the point is, since many people are now aware about the deep fake videos, one can identify a deep fake video normally by looking at the angle, by looking at that, how the person being depicted in that picture. Number one. Number two is artificial intelligence is being deployed and being employed by all of us while we produce such kind of good cybersecurity solutions. So there are always two ways of looking at technology, whether you want to utilize it in a positive way or in a negative way. My message is very simple. Whether it is deep fake, cyber criminals are utilizing, or they're utilizing some other, ransomware technology, or they're utilizing some other ways and means of, taking a pie and money from the end customer. My message is very simple to the end customer. We need to identify such crooks. We need to take action, and at the same time we need to keep ourselves secure. We need to have a fence across our organization, which is like fence today is not just the organization is there is a boundary wall, because fence is today because our organization is actually working on the cloud also. So we need to have cybersecurity solutions which are protecting your cloud solutions, your servers, your email, web, and your across people who are working remotely. And cybersecurity awareness is the name of the game. I think that's very, very critical and important, where we need to keep training, enabling our customers and making them aware.
Thank you so much. It's really, a great information you shared with our audiences. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you very much.